Hey guys, it's Tracy. I want to share with you the second mini album that I completed for a boy as well. I guess it was a week ago I posted a video of the first one that I made. What I will do is put in my description area the link to my original video because there are, I believe, 5 links there to the tutorial that I used here on YouTube to make the mini album. My mini album is a little different than those tutorials, and it's different in the fact that I didn't make as many like not pull out pieces, but pages that had another flap on the right side of it. I think I only did 2, and Cheryl may have done like maybe 4 pages like that, but I'm not for certain. But again, everything else is the same except for I did less of those pages. So let me show you the paper collection that I used. And sorry for the glare, guys. By DCWV, and it's called The Little Mister. Really nice papers in here. Don't know how many I have left. Flip through it real quick. So that's the paper collection. Again, it was die cuts with a view, and it's called the Little Mister Stack. And then, oops, sorry guys. And I used this McGill punch, which is called File Tab 3-inch punch. I use that on my mattings for my pockets. Then I use this Martha Stewart punch, which is an old one because it's green, but this cuts and embosses. So use that. Then I use these little tiny magnets, and let me see if you can see them. You see how tiny they are? Let me see if I can pull one apart for you guys to look. And I got those, as you can see, are really strong. And I got those from an eBay seller. So really tiny. And I'll see if I can find that information and put that in the description field as well. And I use these little feet right here. They're like epoxy stickers from Recollections. And you'll see where I use that. I'm also going to share with you a card that I made. And I used the Batik Borders Baby. That was from Paper Tray Ink. And I just put the little die in there too, but I didn't use that. Let me see. So that's what, just angled right. And that number is item number 2663. And I'm not sure what the number would be for the die. So I'll show you first the card that I made from that paper collection. Here's the card. And I just had my daughter go through and find some papers for me to put the card together with. So it says cute and cuddly. And then the inside. And we just cut some strips of paper and put that together. And made just for you because you're priceless is stamped on the back. And this card measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. I just used what I had left from matting another card that I had made. So let me show you my album. So here's the other album that I made. Came out. There's the ribbon that I added to the side. And this time I put it in the inside as opposed to having 2 holes here and feeding the ribbon through. So as you can see, there's dark gray here, and I'm not sure if it's coming up that color. Then there's green matting. And then, you know, just a pattern paper here on matting. And then what I did was cover the chipboard with white cardstock. And then what I did, I matted the spine. Again, here's dark gray, and then the green. And then here's the back. It's just a dark gray. And what I did here, you may be able to see a little piece of it. I noticed that even though I used cardstock, the spine was still starting to crack a little bit up here. So I took a piece of that white, what is her name? Helmuth sticky back canvas, and I just cut it like, I'm not sure, it might have been 2 inches wide or so, and just put it right there in the spine. So hopefully that'll save it. And I had already put the paper in the front, because if I was thinking I would have done the same thing too, but this spine seems to be okay, so I hope it remains that way as it opens and closes. As I had said on my other video, I have issues with the paper cracking in the spine, so that's why I'm kind of a little leery about making mini albums. But now I think that might be a solution, is just to put that sticky back canvas in the spine. So this is the inside. So I matted the inside, and I did not put a pocket in the front like I did on my first album. So let me show you what I have here. This piece right here was a charm. I just cut that piece off. Well, that's some glue adhesive there. It's just journaling spots from the paper collection that I cut out and matted. And then that flips up and then matted. So then up at the top is the pocket. So this, you know, this could, a picture could be added here as well as on the back. So here's the next page, and this album has 6 pages. And then as you can see what I did with that little sticky. I just backed it on some paper. Well, put it, what I did was sandwich that magnet in between before I backed paper on it and just trace that. And as you can see, there's a ribbon there, so that, and the magnet is under here, so that's how that stays closed. And you flip that up, so then you have that piece there. And then over on this side, here's another journaling. And this doesn't flip up or anything like that. It's just decoration. And I did put some glossy accents on those hearts. Then this flips open. You can add pictures there. And then again, you have another tag up here. I flip the page. The back side, and then again there's another journaling just for decoration, and here's another tag, and this one doesn't flip open in the back part of that. Here's another journaling tag, and here's journaling spot, and then here's a tag, which you see I used gray on this one. Another journaling spot, and this one does flip open. Another tag up at the top. And then here, right here, this is another one of those journaling spots. But what I did here, I just used my Martha Stewart scoreboard and just scored it here on the side. I think it was a 1/2 inch, so it could move back and forth like this. But I needed that because I needed to find a way to close this piece here, this, yeah, whatever you want to call it. So, and I put a magnet in between the papers, and then I just used my circle punch, put a magnet, sandwich the magnet in between there, so that's what keeps it closed. Then you open. So see, that paper matches that. And then you open this, then that opens up. So again, that just closes like that. And then this is the last page, and this is like the first that it has a flip up. And then you have another tag. And then there's a spot for a picture. And then I have the one pocket in the back. And I just put my little stamp here and put the baby's name back there. So here's a little pocket. If y'all hear my dog back there, she's making a bunch of noise, so sorry about that. So that is my mini album, Peaches. And I believe that is it. Let me share with you guys too. My daughter made a card for the other mini album, and I just had a piece of 12 by 6 by 12 piece of paper, so we just used that to make the card. So this card is 6 by 6, and this is one of the journaling spots. And then she just took that bow tie paper and cut out one of the bows, and then here's stamped it inside, and then here's the back. So that goes with that other mini album that I had showed the other, like last week. And this is all still part of that same paper collection. So no, that's not, I'm sorry, this is not, this is part of this paper collection. Getting confused here. This one that I share goes with that other album, the first album that I made. And then I also made an envelope for this card using the We Are Memory Keepers envelope board. And I just had some green paper. So that is it, guys. Wanted to show you that. Oh, also too, I did, like I did in my other one, I did add templates. This time what I did, I made all the major parts of the pages, the mattings, I made all of them the same size, so only needed limited amount of templates this time. So this template is used for all the pages that doesn't have these small pieces on it like that. And this template will even fit the tags too. And then see, I made templates for like the back of page 5 with that section. Here's a template for that. And then the back of page 1, which is this section, it has its own template. And then what I'm going to include some of that, what is it, photo tape or something like that, so they can have that to stick the pictures down. I went to the dollar store looking for like a dollar paper cutter, because I had years ago I had found one there, but they didn't have any. So they can just trace it and cut it out with scissors unless they have their own paper trimmer. But I just wanted to share with you guys what I had completed. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching, commenting, and subscribing. And if you have any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Thanks a lot. Bye.